Hi my angels, and welcome back to my channel. So as you've probably guessed by the title of this video, today we are doing this Navratri makeup tutorial. It's something a bit more glam. Actually, it's very glam in comparison to the last one I did. And I was really inspired by this beautiful jewelry set. I'm going to leave the details of their Instagram right here because I saw this and I was like, I need you in my life. Like, I actually want to get a whole outfit made inspired by this jewelry. But yeah, I was really inspired by the colors in it because it's got a really unusual like bluey like aqua tone with pink. So I tried to imitate those kind of tones in the eyes, and I kept the lips pretty neutral. You could actually go for like more of a pop of pink, kind of like the pink which is actually in the set. And I wanted the focus to really be on the eyes. But enough of me blabbering as always in the intro. If you'd like to see how to get this exact look, then please keep watching. We're starting off with some moisturizer. I'm using the Olay 7-in-1 moisturizer. I always pump way too much out on my hands, but I'm getting this all over my face before moving on to the next step. And I'm taking some of the Farsali Skin Tune. I love this stuff for really like blurring out all the pores and making the skin just look super flawless. So I'm getting this on to my face as well. I'm doing the little drops and blending that all into the skin. And once I've got that kind of blended, I like to really make sure that's smoothed over all my pores. And I just feel like this is, for me personally, like the best way to wear this. Once that's on, it's time to get my favorite primer on. And this is perfect for things like Gerber. It's the all-nighter setting spray, and this is not gonna make your base budge. It's gonna keep your makeup looking intact the whole time. Very quickly, I'm putting a little bit of the Farsali Unicorn lip mask onto my lips. I've been really enjoying this. I love that it doesn't leave like too much of a heavy like base on the lips. But next we're moving on to the UV primer by Lumen. I've been again loving this stuff. I just feel like I can't put this down. It just adds a really beautiful like glow, but also is protecting your skin as well. But yeah, I just love this on my skin, and I love the smell of it too. So I'm just getting this all over. And next up, we're actually going to go in with the concealer first, because I thought I'd show you an option where it's still a glam look, but you don't have to put too much product onto your face. So I'm getting the NARS Creamy Concealer in on my under eyes, in the usual areas basically. So my under eyes, my forehead, and my chin. And I am gonna use the Maybelline Eraser Eye for the sides of my nose. So I'm just popping this on the sides and just kind of brightening the concealer up ever so slightly. And this looks like a lot, but honestly, it's not thick of a layer. And I'm also adding a little bit on the sides of my mouth there, but then I'm blending everything out. So this is one layer of concealer on all these areas. So when we put the foundation on, we won't be going over the top of these. So it's technically less layers on your skin, if you know what I mean. So I'm just making sure all of this is nice and blended. And then I'm moving on to foundation. For foundation, I use a mixture of two. I use the Maybelline Superstay mixed with the L'Oreal True Match. I always find whenever I mix foundations together, for some weird reason, my base just lasts so much longer. So I'm just getting this onto the areas where there was basically pretty much no concealer, and making sure it's blended into the areas where we already applied the concealer. And I love the way that this base turned out as well. It looked really, really beautiful in pictures and in real life. I'm taking the P. Louise and Mama Mitchell setting eyeliner primer, eyeshadow primer onto my eyelids and blending all of that out. And you'll see me in a little bit. I did struggle with my eyeshadows on top of this, but yeah, I'll show you guys in a second. So I'm using this Laura Mercier caviar stick. This is in the shade Poolside, and it's a gorgeous like shimmery blue tone. So I'm getting this just onto my like eyelid where my eyeball is, and then I'm taking this Juvia's Palace, the Magic by Juvia's palette on to my eyes. I'm taking the shades Veil and Vermosa, I believe it is, and I'm getting that onto my eyelids. So I'm basically adding this on top of the Laura Mercier caviar stick, and then I go in with my crease shade. So here I'm using the Hoola by Benefit, and here you'll see like for some weird reason, I don't know what it was, but it was dragging the shimmery shade out wherever I was blending the Hoola bronzer. So basically what we did is we cleaned up the sides and added a little bit more bronzer back in, and then we went in with a different shade to deepen that up and to help everything look nice and blended. So I'm taking that brown shade there, which was from another Juvia's palette, and I'm basically adding that to the outer third of my eyes. I'm kind of packing that color and building that color until I'm happy with the way that it's looking. You can use any kind of brown which has a red undertone because it kind of gives it like a pinky kind of vibe, and it matches the set beautifully. Next up, I filled in my brows. I used the Precisely My Brow Pencil mixed with the 24-hour brow setter, and then we went in with some more concealer. So here you can see me just cleaning up the outer corners of my eyes. And this just creates a little bit more of a sharp effect around there, especially because like the eyeshadow wasn't working how I wanted it to. And I feel like it's because I didn't set the base. Even though a lot of people don't set it, I feel like, I don't know, I just love setting it. But next up, once that's blended out, I took a little bit of black eyeshadow. Can be any kind of matte black eyeshadow. And I'm doing that little trick of making it look like you've spent loads of time on your eyeshadow when actually you've just added a little bit of black eyeshadow in place. And I'm also winging out very, very slightly just to add some more dramaticness to the look. I'm taking the Beauty Bakery Flower Setting Powder and I'm popping that everywhere that we applied the concealer. So that's underneath my eyes, in between my brows, like around my nose and my mouth. And this is just going to set all those areas in place. For bronzer, I used I was about to say Kaushal's Hoola, but I used Benefit's Hoola bronzer. And then I also popped some of the NARS Orgasm blush. So the bronzer I used in the usual areas, and the blush I'm just popping onto my cheeks. And then for highlight I used the L'Oreal Crushed Foils. Absolutely love this stuff. If you can still get your hands on this, I highly recommend to get it because it's just beautiful. I'm also popping some onto my brow bone as well, and also on the bridge of my nose. And then I realized I didn't contour my nose. I'm taking a little bit more of the Hoola and I'm just popping that onto the sides of my nose as a very, very quick contour. And then using the same Hoola bronzer, I'm just running that along my lower lash line. And this is just going to make that area look quite like smoky, but not too intense because we've got a lot of jewelry going on. I didn't want too much on the eyes. For mascara, I'm taking my Better Than Sex waterproof mascara from Too Faced and getting this onto my lower lashes. Anything waterproof, long lasting is like a must for Navratri because it's just going to make sure that your makeup stays on for so much longer. Taking the Rock and Coal in Black by Charlotte Tilbury, I am tightlining my upper lash line. I love leaving my lower lash line just empty. I just feel like it's just a really pretty look. And then I'm taking that same eyeliner and just very slightly adding a thin line of it onto my lash line to kind of thicken that up. I'm taking this matte and metal like liquid eyeshadow from Huda Beauty, and I'm taking the shimmery end and I'm popping that on top of the blue eyeshadow that we've got already on the eyes. And this just added a hint of sparkle, which I really, really loved. You could actually add glitter on there, but I thought this worked perfectly. Here I'm adding a little pink bindi to match the set. And then I'm taking Spice lip liner from MAC and lining my lips. And then we went in with a trusty combo. The next combo I'm going to show you guys, literally, I wore in like the heat and I didn't have to top up once. So I'm using the Fenty liquid lip in Unbuttoned and I'm popping this on before going in with another liquid lipstick because you guys know I love doing this. But I use the Bourjois Rouge Edition Velvet in number 10. Don't pink of it. It is such a beautiful, beautiful color. I wear this pretty much all the time by itself. It's like the one shade that I feel like I can wear on its own because you guys know me. I love mixing lipsticks. Here I'm adding one little black dot on my chin. And then I just thought, you know what? Let me just add like a fake little wing onto my outer eyes. So I'm adding literally a fake wing and then I'm using my nails to kind of pull that out and drag that out. So it looks like a full-on wing, but it's really, really not. We've just kind of cheated it. So last step is to get the all-nighter on, and this is just going to make sure everything's locked in place so you're ready for all the dancing and all the fun. And then actually the last step is to get the beautiful dicker on. So you guys, this is the end of the makeup look. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And as always, all of the products that I have mentioned and used in this video will be all linked below. So please don't forget to check that out. And as always, if there's anything else that I have missed out, it will be in the info box below. To everyone out there who's celebrating, I hope you guys have an amazing Navratri and a happy early Diwali as well. But yeah, I think that's everything from me. And hopefully I'll see you guys all in my next video.